So I've had my hands on the Switch for about a week and a bit, and I gotta say I'm pretty impressed with the Switch as it is. So at the moment it's just the Zelda machine because that's really all I've been playing. I haven't really got the chance to try a Bomberman yet, and since I do have it, I gotta try that soon. But I'm still having a blast with Zelda, so what can I say? Zelda's it's just pure awesomeness. Now, first of all, I want to get into, I'd say, the power in that. So the 720 screen is fine. Like, I think it looks super crispy in 720p, at least Zelda. So I play this at work sometimes on my lunch break, and it looks superb. Like, it might even look better than my TV. But then again, my TV isn't the greatest, television. So 720 resolution on a 6.2 inch screen, I'm pretty sure that's how big it is, but anyway, it's small compared to 900 native on my large TV. That is quite close to me, so yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. Zelda has a bit of frame rate issues there, but it doesn't bother me too much. It's only where there's like a bunch of flames and a lot of long grass as well that lags the game out, but that's I expect that in such a huge open world on this hardware. So that's really it, and I just want to talk about the console now, not Zelda. Now the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons, they feel alright in the grip and also on the console itself, but if you play with them separately, so for example like a Wii, I don't know what to think of them. I think they're fine. The button layout is fine except for the triggers and the shoulder buttons, because I feel like I really have to reach forward to be able to hit the shoulder buttons as well as the triggers. But it's only a minor setback. I mostly play with the Pro Controller at home. I might whip out the grip to play with these on occasion just so I can get used to them. And initially, when I played with them, I didn't enjoy it too much. I'm like, oh god, I need to get the Pro Controller. But, I kept on cycling Pro Controller, non-Pro Controller, and it's really not that bad. I got used to it after, about a week. After a week, I got used to the Joy-Con grip. And when I'm at work, I play with these two here because, I don't want to take any grips and stuff. I just want the Switch console with me. And that's how I play. Whether I'm just leveling up or something, not when I'm doing too much combat, I don't use the two separate ones. But depending on the game, of course, Zelda is a heavy action-based game, so I wouldn't recommend playing like this. This is more for relaxed situations for, something like Pokemon or an RPG or something where you don't need fast reaction times and stuff. But yeah, when you slide them onto the Switch itself, like, they feel fine. Like, it's fine there. Like, I feel like you have more space with your hands and stuff, so you can sort of use these fingers to hold the system, get a better grip, and that allows you to sort of maneuver your fingers around a little better. So yeah, it works out really good. It's quite small actually. The tablet itself is really not what I was expecting, but I really like it. I got used to it after about a week. Like, again, all this is new, and of course, like a lot of hardware, you have to get used to it, and I adapted to it pretty quick because as a gamer, I can adapt to things when it comes to gaming. Like controllers, I have no problem with controllers. I can adapt to them easy after about an hour. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But the Joy-Cons, I think they're fine depending on the game. If it's an action game or something, you want the grip, or you want to grab the Pro Controller. So here's the Pro Controller. Now, I'm going to be honest, this is my favorite controller of all time. This controller feels so comfortable in the hand. As soon as I started playing Zelda, I'm like, this feels great. I cannot go back to any other controller, which is not true because I'm fine with pretty much any controller. But yeah, I love the PS4 controller, but this just feels amazing. The D-pad is great. There's nothing better than an awesome D-pad. It's not the little circles like the Joy-Con, so you got a traditional D-pad there. And it feels great. It'll be good for playing Metroid or Link to the Past, other NES type of games. So whenever Virtual Console comes by, and that leaves me to get to the, this is a hardware review, but whatever's in the hardware, so like features and the eShop and stuff, I want to get into that. So the eShop, it's as you'd expect. It has a bunch of launch games. It has a Neo Geo games onto it, which kind of surprised me for a bit. But you got Blaster Master Remaster. That's hilarious. Remake, sorry. I don't like the word remaster. It's blown out of proportion this generation. So yeah, so you can grab that if you're an old school fan of Blaster Master. I have yet to pick that up. I might wait for it to come on sale if it does soon, but while I'm still playing Zelda and Bomberman or whatever comes around the corner, for example, the Splatoon test fire, which I'll be trying to get as many hours into that as possible since you only have a limited time to play it. What I really love about the eShop is you can make another account for your system and tie it to a Japanese Nintendo Network account, which I think is great because I was able to download Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2, because it's only available in Japan, and it has a demo on the eShop. So I downloaded the demo. I tried Dragon Quest Heroes demo, and just to see if I wanted to choose that over the PS4 version, because I have the PS4 version of Dragon Quest Heroes, the first one, and that game is great. And I was thinking about, I might wait to get number 2 and also number 1 on Switch, but as soon as I tried it, that frame rate really disappointed me. I mean, you have to try it for yourself to find out. Again, in the demo, there wasn't as much enemies as you would usually see in a Dragon Quest Heroes game. There's usually more than what you saw in the demo. And it makes me think, that might lag the game even more. The game is extremely bad with the frame rate. I think it drops to like 20 or 15 frames. It is consistently as well. It's not just dips like Zelda or something. It is really, it's hard to look at. So honestly, I don't know how they can possibly change that. Like, why would they fix a North American version of it to run fine and leave the Japanese version not very good, unless they patch it or something, which I don't know if you can patch a game that hard to fix a frame rate. So for now, I might hold off a little bit until I want to play Dragon Quest Heroes 2. I'll see how it plays out for the English version, but for now I have my Sets in the Future site on the PS4 version, so that was a bit disappointing. I went on for a little bit about Dragon Quest there, but yeah, like, region locking works out fine, especially if you want to download stuff straight from the eShop. Not only that, you can get cartridges. Like I Am Setsuna, I want to get that. I've been looking on eBay for a Japanese copy, but scalpers and stuff, it's hard to find. And yeah, but that has English translation on the Japanese card, so I want to grab that because I love collecting physical copies of games. So I want to grab that. There's a bunch of indie games coming soon, which is great because there's a few that I'm looking forward to. Ukulele and that Shakedown Hawaii, something, I think that's what it's called. But yeah, a lot of other indie games. Features and stuff. So there's no browser yet. I haven't really had the use for a browser at all. I mean, when I'm playing my Switch, I always got my computer next to me, so it's really not a problem in that department. But it can be an issue for some people. There's no Netflix and stuff, but let's be honest. Everything, literally anything any smart device, Xbox, smart TVs even, iPads, computers, they all have Netflix in that. So I don't really see how that's a problem. I don't even use Netflix. I don't watch movies and TV shows that much. I don't really want to take that much time to watch that stuff. But yeah, when it comes to features, there is an activity log. I'm not sure how to delve into it, but you know, if you remember from the Wii U, there was an activity log that shows you how many hours you've put into a game. So I think to access it, you need to go to parental controls. I think it's not as in-depth where it shows you, you know, how much you've played during this month, this month, this month. It's more so your total playtime for the game on that account, of course. So if you change account, for example, if you want to have a different save file, you need to make another account on your Switch. So because there's only one save file per account on your Switch, so what you want to do is create another account. You don't have to link it to anything, it's just for a save file, but stuff like that. What else is there? Mii customization is much better. You get a lot more color options, more hair options and stuff. That's all cool. I like how they kept the Mii formula, so that's cool. I don't know if there's anything else I should mention. Just how this feels like an absolute. It feels really like you paid a lot for this, and it's worth how much you paid, because it feels like a super premium product. It's not cheap plastic. It's very sturdy. I don't know what video it is, but there is a video out there showing the screen doesn't break until about 11 drops onto concrete, which is kind of insane if you think about it. It's not glass. What is it? Gorilla Glass that whatever iPhones and stuff have. That's not what it is. It feels like it. Definitely does feel like it. It definitely feels like glass. So, but it's not. It's plastic. You can bend it pretty hard and it will not break. So it does feel fragile and premium product, but it is very sturdy. So don't be afraid if you drop it. Don't drop it, of course, but it's really good. I love the kickstand. I love you know, when I'm at work, I just put the kickstand up, take the Joy-Cons off, and I play that thing. So overall, I'm quite impressed. So, you know, I paid a bunch for this console, especially living in Australia, where they, you know, EB Games charge you out the arse for games in general. So, you know, I look forward to what the Switch has to offer software-wise. So I think that's about it. That's my general impressions. Like, I love it. Like, you know, obviously as a Nintendo fan, I'm really looking forward to what Nintendo has to offer later on in terms of games. You know, I don't care about power and stuff. Who's a Nintendo fan who cares about power? Seriously. It's not about that. It can run modern games fine, so don't worry about the power and stuff. It's not a big deal. But I just look forward to, you know, old franchises being revived and stuff. So I love that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna leave it off at that. Tell me what you think about the hardware impressions. What kind of games and stuff you've been enjoying on the Switch. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe for more gaming and other Nintendo content, and I'll see you next time.